What's going on, Giants fans? Coming at you with another New York Giants video. And the New York Giants have just signed a cornerback, Ross Cockrell, formerly of the Carolina Panthers. The New York Giants have just signed cornerback Ross Cockrell, and I don't really know too much about this player. All I know, he was with the Panthers, and I haven't really watched too much film of him, but he looks like a pretty decent cornerback, and it looks like he can fill in for DeAndre Baker and Sam Beal and do just fine. He looks like a pretty decent cornerback, and I haven't really watched much film of him, but he looks pretty decent. Of the couple clips I've seen of him, and I know he was with the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, James Bradberry, the big free agent we signed, used to be on the Carolina Panthers. So I guess we have a little bit of a relationship there. James Bradberry and Ross Cockrell know each other, so I guess that's pretty good. So they can grow a little bit of relationship, at the cornerback position. So I guess that's pretty good. But I don't know too much about this player. I was expecting a little bit more. Now I thought Logan Ryan was the guy the New York Giants were going to go out and sign. I think Logan Ryan's probably off the table at this point, even though Ross Cockrell didn't really cost much money. I think probably Logan Ryan's probably off the table at this point. I don't really see the Giants going out and signing Logan Ryan. We already have like Corey Ballantyne or Grant Haley, guys who could step in and fill that final spot. Obviously, because if Sam Beal's not going to be playing there, we have guys like Ballantyne or Grant Haley can go in and play that spot for Sam Beal and DeAndre Baker. And it doesn't look like DeAndre Baker will play with the Giants at all this year. It's I doubt if he even plays a game in a Giants uniform ever again, maybe even an NFL uniform ever again, because I don't really think DeAndre Baker has much of an NFL future left because of the whole armed robbery case. I don't see DeAndre Baker having too much of a future in the NFL. So I definitely see Ross Cockrell not being on the Giants for a long-term deal, for like multiple 2 years or 3 years. I only see Ross Cockrell being with the Giants for a year. Maybe the New York Giants next year's, in 2022, the New York Giants play T.J. Brunson or Chris Williamson, or maybe they draft a cornerback in the 2021 draft. But it looks like Ross Cockrell will be, the Giants cornerback for this year. He'll fill in for DeAndre Baker because it doesn't look like DeAndre Baker will be playing for the New York Giants at all in the 2020 season. So once again, if you're a Giants fan, put your thoughts on the signing down in the comments below. So once again, it didn't cost a lot of money. It was a cheap signing. I've never really heard of this guy. I've never really heard of this player before. But he looks pretty decent, of the couple clips I've seen of him, obviously playing for the Panthers, and all we kind of ask out of Ross Cockrell is, fill in, play cornerback for the Giants, and I guess be a nice veteran presence, because the Giants have a very young secondary still. They have a very young defense, so hope Ross Cockrell can kind of be like a veteran presence for this team, because James Bradberry is obviously one of them. Now we have two veteran presences on the team with James Bradberry and now Ross Cockrell. So that's going to do it for this video. What are your thoughts on the signing? Put it down in the comments below if you're a Giants fan or if you're an NFL fan in general. So that's going to do it for this video. The Giants go out and sign a cornerback, Ross Cockrell, formerly of the Carolina Panthers, and I'm kind of disappointed. I was leaning toward more towards Logan Ryan. I thought the New York Giants should have went out and signed him. I think he's really talented. I think Logan Ryan is a very good cornerback. I was kind of disappointed when I heard that they signed Ross Cockrell instead of Logan Ryan, but I'll take it. Anybody to play cornerback for the Giants, I'll take at this point, because DeAndre Baker most likely will not be playing for the Giants at all, and obviously Sam Beal opted out. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. Let's go Giants.